What's going on? Welcome back to Financial Journey. So today we're going to talk to you about NIO. I want to go over some of the current data points, break down what's really influencing it, and go over everything else you need to know. But first, make sure to hit that thumbs up. And with that, let's get right to it. So NIO is up 1.5% right now. A hell of a lot of volatility and a hell of a lot of fear in the broader market right now. So $6.44 the low, $6.98 the high. A lot of volume similar to yesterday. So 97.8 million shares being traded, 73.7 is the average. Similar to yesterday, majority of the volume is coming from shorts as well as algorithmic trading, because you're not really seeing that kind of strong level of buying, somewhat evenly divided today based on transactions on the secondary market above $100,000. Yesterday was kind of abnormal because last day in Q3 you had a lot of entities kind of rebalancing their portfolios, but in reality there's just a lot of fear in the market today. And a lot of US data hasn't been the best, especially what Powell said yesterday. So I'm going to go over that as well as this. So pretty much the thing that everyone and their dog is kind of talking on right now is what is happening in the Middle East. And these are some of just the updates from Walter Bloomberg. And so yeah, everything Iran, that is what is really moving the market right now. And then over and above that, you have a lot of just jobs data signaling people don't want jobs. So kind of piggybacking off of what Powell said, that is of great importance to the economy right now, even greater than GDP. So a lot of that is just scaring the broader market, right? And the market, for the most part, kind of subtract NIO, has ran up the greater part of the last year. So you're kind of having some last minute pullbacks and whatever else. But in NIO's case, they did put out their September and also third quarter 2024 updates. And so ultimately in September, they did deliver 21,181 vehicles, an increase of 34.5% year over year. Phenomenal stuff. Even on a quarterly basis, 61,855 vehicles were delivered, and that is an increase of roughly 11.6% year over year. So honestly, very, very good data overall. So I don't really see any reason with that on why NIO shouldn't be easily $8, $9, $10 plus. But with the broader fear that's happening right now, it's just getting dragged down. And like I said at the very beginning, majority of the volume is coming from algorithmic trading. So the algos are picking up on a lot of the negativity and kind of pushing a lot of stocks down. So all in all, NIO's doing somewhat okay, if that kind of makes sense. At least it's green, because as you can kind of see on my watch list, aside from Nike, for whatever reason, I think they had their earnings coming out soon. But aside from Nike and the VIX, everything is red. So again, I guess a win is a win, if that kind of makes sense. Shorts are kind of doubling down, similar to yesterday. They were roughly increasing around 2 million shares first thing, have been returning as it kind of sold off a little bit. So as of right now, they're increasing 978,000 shares. 12.4% of the free float is being shorted, works out to be 165.58 million shares overall are being shorted. Utilization is 93.13, and then short score, so the higher the number, the higher the likelihood of a squeeze happening, is 74.84. So this has kind of gone away as well. So yesterday I did bring up how the cost to borrow minimum was negative. So there was brokers yesterday physically trying to drum up business by paying people to short NIO. So kind of messed up as far as that, but since then that broker kind of has stopped that. But moving over to options, 12 million in calls, 6.6 million in puts. So a lot of money is getting into NIO through options as well as just common stock, not to yesterday's regard, but you know what, still pretty good stuff. 43% of all the options being done today are optimistic and bullish. And I look at a lot of different stocks throughout the day, pretty much the same data points. I have a lot of different YouTube channels. And I gotta say that this being positive is abnormal. Everything is bearish today. So again, like I said, I know it kind of sounds stupid, but a win is a win for the most part. Even though it is up minorly and it should be easily in the 8s, like I said, or plus, still, I think it's holding up fairly well. Of the call options that are being purchased, there is a consensus for it to be kind of around that $7.50 to $8 range by the end of this week. And then looking at puts, you see a consensus for it to be kind of sub $6.50 to $6. So I think more people are anticipating for like a further breakdown, more developments clearly out of the Middle East to spook the broader market. But right now with it at $6.80, it is trading between this R1 and R2. So the R2, so 707 is going to be the next strong resistance / target, and then $6.69 is going to be the next strong support. So it's very wide gaps because NIO has ran up quite a lot. So anticipate a continuation of volatility, but based on everything that's been coming out associated to NIO and from China, if you do believe in NIO, then yeah, take advantage of these dips, buy them if necessary, or if you feel it's kind of topped, then take profits. I'm not here to tell you guys what to do, not buy, not sell. You guys do whatever the hell floats your boat. But based on the actual chart, today is a little bit more consolidation. So as I said yesterday, like 9 times out of 10, if a stock does break outside the Bollinger Band and it's unjustified, it will get dragged back down. So that's kind of what is happening with the broader market. And as of right now as well, stochastic, you do see a bearish deviation, so red line above the white, and it is at 76. So still arguably considered overbought. And just looking at momentum shows number of retail investors are slightly getting out. So not much happening in that regard. So let me know your thoughts on NIO. Do you think that because of the broader fears that's happening, Middle East and jobs data, many things like that, do you think that's going to drag NIO down, or do you think it's going to hold these support levels? Again, just take note of a lot of them. So 546, 606 or 608, and then 669 as the support level. So do you think those are going to hold or whatnot? Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. And make sure you guys definitely take advantage of this promo. Simply sign up for a new account, throw $100 at it, and they give you 5 free stocks. Each stock is valued up to $2,000. So definitely take advantage of that. It is free shares and you might as well. So link to that is in the description below and also the comments. With all that said, appreciate all of you guys watching.